Thank you so much for filling out the form. I'm just going to show you through a couple projects that we've done recently. This one is in Dahlonega, Georgia. Any questions that you ever have to ask, the number that I texted you, the link of this video, and our social media pages where you can see all of our projects, you can just ask me there. You'll be talking to me personally. Happy to answer any questions. I'm an open book. And then I'm going to show you real quick everything that we do with common questions. All right, people ask us all the time about our reputation. It's the thing I take care of most. You can see the text that I sent you to our Google page where we have 70 plus 5-star reviews at a 4.9 rating at this moment. We also, just so you understand everything that we can do, outdoor construction. So it's basically everything from irrigation to sod, land clearing, to even pressure washing, permanent lighting, holiday light installation. We did permanent lights here, block wall. So we do hardscapes, patios, decks. Like I said, anything outside, we can pretty much build it. Fences, things like that. All right here, we did a bunch of plants and we did a lot of the hardscaping. And in the backyard, we did a timber wall for a whole pad for a pergola. And we're gonna put a pergola there and all sorts of other things. And then just so you know, we don't sub out work. We can recommend you to other people, but we're not trying to make money off of you for not doing any work. We do everything in-house. We have the same crew, same quality of work, so we know that you get a great result every single time. This is one of the largest projects of 2025, and we actually ripped out and redid pretty much everything here to the fire. We did the fire pit, paper patio, gazebo, the whole 9 yards that you see here, all the fencing, all that we did. So another common question is scheduling and payments. We do take a $100 scheduling deposit just to put you on the schedule. It is subtracted off the total project cost at the very end. And then when it comes to larger projects, usually we take payments intermittently. Like this one took almost about a month to do. So we got payments, you know, after the paper patio was done, after the fire pit area was done, after the sod was done. So you're seeing the progress while you're making payments. So it's not like you're putting 50% down and then just wondering where that money's going. And then for smaller projects, usually it's just at the very end once you're happy. And then same thing with the larger projects, you know, for the last check for you to give, you got to make sure that everything, we do final walkthroughs on every single project, making sure you're happy before that check is collected. When it comes to material, there's obviously a lot to choose from and it can be a little bit overwhelming. So I want to help as much as I can when it comes to that front. So usually I ask questions like, what is your overall budget? What are you exactly looking to get out of the project? What exact, you know, taste, or do you have a certain design already in mind? Do you have some pictures that you want to show me? And then I can see, you know, with what materials that we've already used and other recommendations that I can give towards you so we can get closer to that final goal of getting that project done for you the exact way that you want, since it is custom work. And the price is pretty much 90% of the time split between labor and material. The labor price, once I give it to you, doesn't change unless if there is added on additional work. Or when it comes to materials, you know, I give a rough estimate, but it can vary, especially since there's constant tariffs, constant other working factors when it comes to material. So always budget just a slight bit more, but it's so I can get the prices exact for you as possible. So you know that I'm not trying to gouge you in any way. And you can see exactly where every dollar you spent went. So when you see this lump sum, you understand where all your money went and why it went there. As of right now, we are still a fairly small company, so there's 2 other full-time employees that you can address any of your questions to, and that's Austin McLean. Austin is the one in this video right here. He is going to be your main project foreman on site, so you can address questions to him, and he's going to be the main one answering. McLean is another great resource if you need to ask him any questions, and we are hoping to expand and have more employees, of course, but for right now, you can ask these 2 pretty much any questions that you need, and they can happy to address you. Or obviously, you can address me personally, and I'm happy to answer any questions. But if I'm not there on site, these 2 are great resources for you. And so I also wanted to go over the legality side of things for us. We try to make sure everything is done to code, done right for you, so you're not taking a gamble when you are working with us. We are licensed and insured. We have all of our certifications. You know, we have, you know, our blue cards and different licenses that we need to operate in the state of Georgia and to do the services that we do.
So if you are needing like local permission or core permission or some kind of permit, we will try to help you, let you know like those next steps of what you're going to need. Since you're the homeowner, you're the one who mainly has to do those type of things. But also when it comes to design, we do some free designs. We're not like professional, full-on professional designs, but we can get pretty good with AI and different, map layouts of what we need to do. If your HOA is requiring a professional design, we do work with different designers where it's just a couple $100 for you to have to pay that beforehand. Well, that's pretty much all your common questions, but if you have any more unique questions, please write them down. And if you want to be even a little bit more prepared, have some images or videos of some examples pulled up of different things that you do like. If you could have every single decision maker, if that's a husband, wife, kid, whoever, helps make these final decisions of what they want in their backyard, have them all present. I would love to go over with it with absolutely everyone. And like I said, can't wait to see you then.